Hello. So I am sharing my system of how I create the life that I want or how I reach my goals by using a planner, by writing everything down. So I'm going to walk you through this, give you lots of details, and then you can get started. Okay, you can get started creating the life that you really want. All right. So the first thing is the whole point of this is I want you to stop living your life day to day and just like wanting something more and like knowing you want something more or something different. It doesn't have to be more. You want to feel better. You want to feel more peace. You want to start a business. You want to lose weight, like whatever it is you want. There's so much importance in you having what you want. I truly believe that. I know a lot of us moms like don't even put anything into what we want because we're so busy taking care of everyone else. But I promise you, if you work on what you want and you start getting it and you building that confidence, then you absolutely will feel better and you will be a better mom for it. So this is the system that I use in order to reach my goals and create what I want in my life. So, step one, decide on your goal for the month. This can be a step into a larger goal you have for the whole year or just in general for your life. So, for example, I have a goal to live till I'm 100, healthfully, mentally, and physically. So, a lot of my goals, my habits that I surround my life around are all about being healthy. Um, and that's just my habits kind of revolve around that a lot. I also have a goal to retire from teaching and to coach full time. So again, a lot of my goals are around that. Um, I also have like for the summer, we're going into August and I'm a teacher. And so my goal is to get myself ready for the school year. So this month, what I want to do is make freezer meals to help make my life easier once the school year begins. Um, so you want to decide on what your goal is, what you want to create. It could be you just want to create more peace or something like that in your life. It doesn't have to be anything big, or it can be something really big. Okay. So then what you want to do is once you know what you want, so you're like casting the um I'm not a fisher person, fisherman, fisherwoman, but like you're like casting the net instead of it just being like I'm just living my life and not like deciding what I want to create. So now you know what your end goal is. What you want to do is create like what are the habits that I need to be doing to reach that goal? Um, and we're just talking about like in a week's time, what are a couple things that I can be doing? You don't want to make it too drastic. You don't want to have too many because then it's much less likely that you're actually going to get it done. What we're trying to do is we're trying to break it into small steps that are very manageable and that we can feel success at and then just like continue going. So decide on 5 habits that will help you get there. And by the way, if you need any help with that, then just DM me or reach out to me and I will absolutely help you come up with like what are the small steps that you can do. But also, before you ask me, trust yourself that you know the answer, okay? Because you do. And then that's when our planner comes in. I'll show you. This is my planner. I use a Legend planner. I also really like the Clever planner, but then I have clients who like to use the online version. And so it's really just whatever you like. Choose a planner, something where you could write down what you're going to do in a day. I like the ones that have the times on them. That's like really helpful to me. But I feel like for some people that could be overwhelming. So you have to find what works for you. And that might come from trial and error. Just because a planner doesn't work doesn't mean you're not good at planning. Just remember that. Just try different ones out. Um, So, your first thing you're going to write down are your appointments. So, like anything that you have to do at a specific time. That would mean like picking up your kids from their activity. It would mean when you are working. So, if you're somebody like me and you go into work and you're there from one time to another time, like you're not um, going to be cleaning your house during that time, right? So it kind of depends on what your job is. Some people work flexibly and they can, have a meeting at 9 and then go to yoga at 11. Like everybody's lifestyles are different, but write down when your appointments are first because those are time sensitive. And so that's anything that you're doing with another person. Or it could be like you're going to yoga or you're going to um out to dinner, like whatever, like anything that is time sensitive, put that in first. Then when you're done, you're going to add your habits in. And your habits might not be every day. Like for me, I'm in August, I want to wake up and walk, and I'm just going to do that 4 mornings a week because I tried every morning in July and I couldn't and I didn't do it. So that's why I'm like, oh, I'm just going to bring it down a little bit. Um, so put the habits in. I have in my planner, I have like a spot at the bottom that says, what does it say? Habit tracker. So that's what I use. But then I also put it on the time that I'm going to be doing it. Um, and I'll share more tips about that too to make it easier. But this is just kind of like the baseline. Um, anyway, so add your habits in. Don't do more than 5 habits and keep them like super simple and very specific. Again, I'll help more with that later, but like don't just write drink water. Like how much water are you going to drink by noon? How much water are you going to drink by 6? Like be very specific. Um and then when will you rest? A lot of the times when we are trying to like create something new, we get excited and we plan to do too much. And just in general, we're like so busy, go, go, go all the time. We cannot reach our goals if we are not actually resting. So, when are you going to bed? When are you just going to sit at home and watch TV? When are you going to, I don't know, resting can be a lot of things. It can be stretching, it can be going for a nice leisurely walk. Like, when are you going to do the things that are like taking care of you? And please don't tell me I don't do that. Like, that's what we're trying to change right now. So, but you have to be intentional. You have to take care of yourself so that you can do all the other things that you want to do. So, if all you add is your bedtime, then put that in. And I'm going to do a little bit about sleep as well in the future. So, hold tight on that. But please, like 10 o'clock, I'm not telling you giving you a bedtime, but if you want to go with your body's natural rhythm and like be at your best self, 10 p.m. is where you want to be. Now, if you stay up till 2 in the morning and you're hearing this, then make your bedtime 1:30. Like don't, but just make a time that you consistently try to go to bed at. Um, anyways, okay, so then in your planner, the next step is add in anything else you do to keep your life running smoothly, like grocery shopping or cleaning or laundry or whatever. Um, I'm going to talk more about that in the future as well, but write those things in too. And then the last thing is, so I should have said this at the beginning. I'm sorry. The first 4 steps, actually, the 2 steps in the middle, like I write in my planner every single week on Sundays. I do the these two right here. Like write down my appointments, I write down my habits, I write down my rest, and then I write down like when I'm going to clean and all that kind of stuff. You want to do that one day a week, preferably the same time so that it doesn't get skipped. Make it comfortable, make it nice, make it something you look forward to. Like sit down, have your cup of coffee on a Sunday morning. That's when I do it. That's just my suggestion. Some people like to do it on Sunday night. If you're doing this for work, you might want to do it on Monday morning. I do it for my work on Fridays. At the end of the day, I just sit and I write it all down. And then daily, so after you make your plan, daily, you want to go back and check it. If you make a plan on Sunday, by the time you get to Wednesday, you're going to forget what the habits are that you set forth. So you want to make sure that you check in every single day. So like in the morning, I open up my planner and I check off what I did the day before. Um, or you could do it at night and remind yourself what you have for the next day. Okay. Doing this also just like a couple of last minute things, and we'll talk more about it next week, but doing this alleviates like a lot of your thinking about your to-do list. Like how much time do you spend like at night going through what you need to do the next day? Or in the morning? Do you wake up in the morning and you like immediately start thinking about what your to-do list is? That is stealing your energy from you. Thinking takes so much energy. And if you're thinking about how much you have to do and it stresses you out, that takes even more energy from you. So when you do this and you write everything down, you get it out of your head, you don't need to think about your to-do list. Like I don't wake up in the morning and think about my to-do list anymore. I open up my planner and I read what I need to do. And that's it. And then I just know what I need to do. And I don't need to constantly write it down, or I don't need to constantly like go through my to-do list. And a lot of my stuff is like habits that I do all the time. So I don't even need to think about it. I just do it. So this will save you a lot of mental energy, and like it becomes physical energy. You will be more energized when you start doing this. Okay. All right. So super important. If you're watching this from my Facebook group, DM me. I'll help you with any of it. If you are watching this in another capacity, you can also DM me and ask me for help, or join my Facebook group where you'll get way more help. Okay. All right.